Hey guys, today we're checking out this zombies map in Black Ops 3 Custom Zombies called Silent Hill. And this was of course part of the Noah J456 mapping competition, where they had to base the map off of a movie, and they had 1 month or so to complete the map. So I don't know too much about Silent Hill, but from what I can recall, I think, of seeing stuff from it, it seems kind of spooky and eerie, and I definitely got that vibe from this map though. But this map does have an Easter egg and a boss fight. So I started off the match in this kind of cramped little convenience store, just going through the first few rounds, just getting a bunch of points, and I am using the Pegasus mod so I can rank up and still maintain the normal stuff within the map without changing too much. And then I open up out to the street where it's now foggy outside and there's zombies everywhere, so I'm just getting a bunch of points still, looking around for any other doors I need to open up or wall buys. And I noticed there's actually ammo crates around, which is pretty cool. You can buy ammo whenever you want, as long as you have the points, of course. But I ended up picking up Quick Revive, and then it was kind of hard to tell where the doors actually were in this area, but I ended up finding the doors and opening up to new areas. So I made my way to the gas station, and I found the mystery box over there. So I spun the box and got an RPK, which is nice. I then opened up into this garage area and was looking around for any other parts, and I found this TV, which you can actually hold interact on. I thought it was going to be the music Easter egg, but it was actually for a free perk, I learned later on. And then I noticed there were sirens going off, and I had no idea what was happening, and then I was jump scared. It literally surprised the hell out of me. The pests from COD World War II zombies are there instead of dogs, and these guys just move super fast, and I was not expecting one to totally just run out really fast right in front of me, and it spooked me, I can't lie. These pest rounds are pretty intense because they're really fast and they come very numerously, but thankfully they don't do too much damage if they do hit you. I then opened up behind sort of an apartment building area where I then found kind of this electrical area where I was then able to actually turn the power on. It was kind of a small area and a bunch of zombies were spawning in this area, but I managed to kill a bunch of them and get a bunch of points. And this was kind of a cool apartment area, kind of alleyway. You could actually go up the stairs. And I didn't learn till far later on in the game that you could actually go inside the building, but so now that power was on, I just earned some points and was able to pick up some perks here and there. And I then opened up more of the map to this kind of storage unit area, and I also did find a summoning key that I was able to pick up on a park bench, so I just went ahead and picked that up. In this kind of storage unit area, I did notice there was a door boarded up with boards, and I was unable to access it, so I looked around this area a little bit more, and I found double tap, so I picked that up. And then I found this chain link fence around the corner that was locked. You actually have to find 2 wrenches around the map to be able to unlock it, so I went into the different garages and was able to find the wrenches, as well as I did find some keys around the map to pick up, so I'm not too sure if those go to any of these doors that I'm about to open up, but I used those wrenches and some points to open up that fence, and I began looking around in this area. So it led me into this hallway where I found a key on the table, another one of those TVs I could actually activate, and a door that said a sacrifice is needed to actually enter. So I then opened up yet another building inside the map, which seemed to be some sort of infirmary or hospital, and inside there I found another summoning key, and to my surprise it teleported me to a lockdown area where I was trapped in there, and it surprised me because I had limited ammo and I wasn't really prepared for this, I'm not gonna lie. I then started spawning a bunch of zombies and manglers, and I just had to somehow survive and deal, and thankfully I still had this RPK out of the box, but it locked me in there for about a minute or two, and the zombies weren't too much of an issue. It was just kind of ammo was the main worry. Thankfully I had a smoke grenade, which acts kind of like a monkey bomb I could throw if I ever needed to, and I had to survive just a couple waves of manglers. But after the lockdown I was teleported back into the map and was able to continue along. I then learned that part of the Easter egg actually requires getting the Wonderwaff, so I began spinning the box constantly, trying to get new guns, trying to get the Wonderwaff, and I learned there's actually a free Wonderwaff Easter egg if you go around the map and shoot all the teddy bears. There's only 8, so then I began shooting those teddy bears. I also began looking for the fire axe to break down those boards to that one door that was barricaded, and I finally learned you can get inside of the apartment building by going up the staircase and climbing into the window, and I picked up the fire axe inside there. So I was then finally able to use the axe to just cut open my way into this area, this locked door, and then pay to unlock it. And inside was a little ritual area where you had to place the summoning keys to start the ritual. So I had 2 of them placed, but it seems the third one, which was just in the gas station, couldn't be picked up until round 15. And upon picking it up, it spawned manglers, and I was on a pest round too at that time, which had just started. So there's just a bunch of pests running around super fast at me, and the manglers shooting their heat-seeking freaking shots at me. So it was a little chaotic, but I managed to get through it, thankfully, with the help of the RPK once again. So with this final summoning key, I was then able to place them all in this room, which it then locked me into, and I had to hold out against, which it didn't seem that bad. Just I had an ammo buy inside there. And I could also actually spin the box through the wall, which was pretty cool, so I was picking up weapons occasionally through the wall. But so, to my shock, manglers were actually starting to spawn as well and would climb in through the window, be like point blank nearly, and give me little to no time to react, so I had to take them out very quick whenever they would come in. And I actually got the ray gun out of the box as well, and it appears to be the Cold War ray gun, which is awesome. So I then went and immediately picked up PhD Flopper, of course. From the box, I also got the Thunder Gun as well, which helped out a lot. And after doing that ritual sacrifice, I was then able to teleport to this new area of the map, where I did actually find the last shield part, so I was able to build the shield and one of the teddy bears to shoot. And inside this new area, there was actually a locked door, and to open it, I had to go around the map and shoot 3 different electrical boxes with the Wunderwaffe. So once I found and shot all 3 of them, I went back into this teleporter, where I then found Pack-a-Punch, so I then began Pack-a-Punching my guns. And it was at this point I realized I have all 3 wonder weapons pretty much, the Wunderwaffe, Thunder Gun, and Cold War Ray Gun, so that is awesome. So now I was ready to finish up the Easter egg, and so the last couple steps were to just fill up a couple soul boxes around the map, which just these kind of ritual skull areas, and life was made pretty easy with the splash damage of the Cold War Ray Gun, my Thunder Gun, and the Wunderwaffe all upgraded. So it was pretty simple, pretty basic, just had to, you know, kill some zombies near some skulls in different areas of the map. After filling up all the soul boxes, a message popped up saying a magic door is unlocked, so I went back to that one room where it said a sacrifice was needed to open that door. I then followed a hall inside of that room where it led me to a terminal to start the final lockdown, and this was essentially the boss fight. So this boss fight was about a 3-minute lockdown, give or take, where it spawned a bunch of manglers and panzers constantly, in waves of them, and with unlimited zombies as well. So I found a good strategy of dodging the zombies, kind of just training them up, and using the Thunder Gun to take out the manglers, because that was very effective against them, and then I would simply use the Cold War Ray Gun against all the panzers, because that was really effective against them, and then I would switch over to the Wunderwaffe to take out the hordes of zombies, because that was effective on that. So I kind of had a weapon for every enemy type, and I just kept surviving, hanging out, and switching between all 3 of my weapons to effectively take on any enemy type that I encountered. The only thing truly stressful about this part was trying to be careful of the manglers, try to take them out as soon as possible every time new ones spawned. Because of their heat-seeking shockwaves, of course, it would do some serious damage. And then the panzers I would take out pretty much immediately as well with the damage of the Cold War Ray Gun. It was just awesome. And once I finally survived long enough, there was this great big white flash, which could have been just a giant explosion, I think. And that ended the game, and we successfully beat the map. But yeah, guys, this map was called Silent Hill. It was pretty cool, I have to admit. But nonetheless, guys, this map will be linked in the description down below for anyone who wants to check it out, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.